Okay, Natalie, got something here.
Okay.
I want you to tell me what it is.
Okay. A hose adapter.
Kind of. I mean, it has got the writing on it, so it kind of gives it away.
Oh yes, here it says, GasStop.
This is something that we should have bought immediately.
Oh, okay.
Because the way the gas works, if you have it plugged in, and I'll take this off in a moment and show you, if you have your gas line plugged into the gas tank and then you cut that gas line.
Why would you cut it?
Well, so the one thing that scares me the most, right, so imagine we have the gas tanks here,
Yeah.
right, and then we have the outdoor kitchen with the gas cooker.
Yeah.
The pipes go all the way down the side, go over the wheels and then back to the kitchen. If we go along, something that is going to happen at some point to every RVer that I can think of is you're going to have a blowout on the tyre.
Yeah.
Right, sometimes it can just go flat, but other times it can rip the whole bottom of the trailer off.
Oh, okay.
Right, and when that happens, there could be sparks. You've got the little threads in the tyres and stuff. So what happens if you do that? It rips the line, the propane line, and the sparks, and you have no way of turning the gas off.
So we need better tyres, is what you're telling me?
No, we have great tyres. We have the Goodyear tyres, but it is a possibility. Right, so there's something like that. Or the other thing that can happen is a lot of the pipes can get dry rot, and so then it starts leaking gas. You'd never know unless you're out here and you could smell it. Or maybe, I don't know, something else happens, you know, for some reason. Rodents, what if there's a mouse in there who chews through it? I don't know how common that is, but basically the point is, if one of our lines goes, then the propane just leaks out.
Okay.
And so it's always worried me a bit. And so I found the solution. But not only that, so this is the GasStop, by the way, as you can probably guess. This is GasStop. So we put this on the propane tank. It's really easy to fit. And it has a thing. It has a thing so you can see how much gas you have.
Oh, that's handy.
So that's handy for two reasons. Because we had a bit of a leak once, and we didn't know about it. And we were like, man, we're really going through this propane quick. And actually, it was back. I can't remember where we were, but we do have a clip of us getting it filled up in. We went to
New
Tractor
Iberia.
Supply. Was it New Iberia? We had two propane tanks and we left. We used one of them, and when we went to swap over to the other one, it was empty. So the other thing is you have to make sure that there's no leaks in all your lines. So I've checked all of that, and then you have a gauge on here, so it will detect minor leaks, but just by looking at the gauge.
Okay.
But the major thing is it will detect major leaks if, like, the line is cut, but it won't obviously. It will detect it. And it will immediately cut it off.
Right, okay.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the only one, apparently, that will cut that off 100%.
Okay, good to know.
I don't have a way of testing it, but these are all tested before they're shipped out. I think they're made in the USA. And actually, so I phoned them to ask them a few questions. So I wanted to know, if we left the gas on inside and it wasn't lit, would it cut that off? And it doesn't. Which is fine, because it makes sense. How would it be able to cut that off? Because how would it know if you're cooking or you've just left the gas on?
Yeah,
which
true.
is fine. So it's the major leaks that I really want this for. And yeah, so it's got a 5-year warranty, and it's fantastic. And where I phoned the lady to ask a whole bunch of questions, we actually have an affiliate with them. And she said that if you use the code BRITS at checkout, I'll leave the link below, you'll get 10% off and free shipping, which is awesome. Here's an interesting fact. I've literally just noticed this. Can you see this, Natalie, on the camera? This wasn't here in New Iberia because I checked all of these. So this is dry rot. It's not leaking anything, but eventually that will. So I need to get a new one of these and replace that. But that's exactly what this would be able to tell. As long as this is fine, initially when you install it, you can then see if propane is leaking, and it does scare me a lot. And it's amazing how many trailers I've walked past in campgrounds and I can smell the propane. So I'm a little bit worried. So anyway, let's get these installed and then I can order a new one of these. So it's dead easy, same as you just connect this. So we pull that off. I have turned them off, by the way. And then let's throw this on. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to throw it on this side first. Okay. I'm going to throw it on here. It's always more exciting when it's more complicated to fit, but I mean, anyone could do this. So, right, these are on. Okay, they're all tight. I'm going to turn this on.
I'm not tall enough to see the thing.
That's fine. And then you prime it. So you prime it by pushing this down like 5 or 6 times. Wow, I only needed 3, but I've done 6. Okay, this is high. So I can see immediately how much gas we have in here. That's cool, we don't have to guess anymore.
Good.
Wow, that's so simple. Nice. Okay, so if you do have 2 tanks, you do need 2. So you need 1 for each tank. I mean, you could, I was thinking about connecting it, like putting a connector on here or something. It's not worth it. I think I just bought 2, 1 for each tank. It's meant to go here so that it stops, because if you have it a line, well, if I had it after this line, I obviously wouldn't detect it. Sweet. Cool, I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to fit the other one. And then, yeah, remember, I'll put the link below if you want these. 10% off and free shipping, which is cool. I'm happy we did that. So thank you to the GasStop people for doing that. So, right, cool, I'm going to fit the other one. I can smell gas. It's probably in the lines coming out of here, actually. So what's next?
Wine.
Project, Natalie.
Oh, okay, sorry. Drink wine?
Drink wine, it's a project.
Yeah.
So I just went to put the lid on, and these pipes where they're sticking out here, where it's extended them a few inches, I can't get the lid back on properly. I could have like squeezed it on, but so what I'm going to try and do is actually just spin these around a bit, just so it's a bit more of a straight line here. So let's see if that works. Ta-da! Perfect. Okay, let's go drink wine.
Woohoo!
So the first time we went to use the propane hot water heater on the trailer, I could not get it to work. This would kind of ignite and then stop, and it would shut off. I wondered whether it was the igniter, and so I just used a barbecue lighter to light it. I could hear the gas coming through, the propane coming through, so I'd try and light it. It would fire as it should, and then it would just turn off, which was frustrating because that's when we were boondocking, so I had to run the generator to actually run the electric water heater. That was back in December last year. It is now September. And I've decided to try and find out what it is. And actually I want to thank Mark from KYD for 2 things. One, for reminding me that this is broken, and we do want to do some boondocking coming up soon, so I'd really like to be able to use that. And the second thing is, they had this exact same issue on their Grand Design that they had as well with the Dometic water heater. So apparently it's one of 2 things. It's either this cable or it's this circuit board. So I did contact Dometic, asked them for steps on how to troubleshoot, blah blah blah, all of that. It's been 2 weeks, they haven't replied. I've sent 2 emails. They were great when we had issues with our fridge, very responsive, so I'm not really sure what's going on. So this is an Atwood water heater, but Dometic bought Atwood, so all the support goes through there. So I did some Googling, and I bought the new circuit board. I did buy this new cable as well because it was only $13 or something. This was around about 120. So I bought both just because I want to see what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and fit this and see if it will work. But let me just show you what was happening before. So as you probably heard, the gas was coming through, but it wasn't igniting. which made me believe it was this small lead here, the ignition lead. And then when I used a barbecue lighter, which by the way totally singed the microphone for the camera because I had it too close, and I don't even know if I should do that, but anyway, it lights for a bit and then it goes straight out, and it does that 3 times, and then there is I can't remember what it is, a Don fault comes up in the actual trailer. So this cable hasn't arrived yet, so I'm going to replace the circuit board and see what happens. So my only concern here is that they are very different sizes. So the one on the left here is the old one, and the one on the right here is the new one, and they're very different. But I'm assured on the website that it is for this specific model of water heater, so maybe this one will last longer. Okay, let's connect this bad boy up. It works. Okay, so it was a circuit board, and I'm going to have another spare cable coming, but nice. I'm happy about that. That was easy. So it was a circuit board. It cost about 120 bucks. Easy job.